listeners. So hi everyone. My full name is Nara Aziza Smith. I was born on September 27th, 2001. So I'm 22 years old and I'm a Libra. I was born in Bloemfontein, South Africa. My mom's South African, my dad's German, and we moved to Germany when I was about 3 months old because I guess they wanted me to grow up in Germany. I've lived in Frankfurt, Germany my entire life. We never moved, and I speak two languages, English and German. Deutsch und Englisch sind beide meine Muttersprachen. And then as soon as I turned 18, I moved to California, even though I'd never been before. I also have a half-brother on my mom's side who lives in South Africa. When I was 14, I got scouted by a modeling agency, and I've been doing modeling ever since then. That's also how I met my husband. My plan was to study marine biology, but my plan shifted, and now I'm cooking a lot more and being on social media.
Is that for months now, I have watched a very, very popular content creator use my ideas. And again, I'm not the first person to do anything. They have continuously used my ideas to get views. Now, that would be fine, except in South Africa, we don't get paid for views. And where she is, they get paid for views. So she has been making money off stealing my content. I always managed to change the videos just enough so that I cannot say that they are my ideas. And when I took a break from content creation recently, she then went and moved on to my YouTube and started using ideas from my YouTube. So I have kept quiet for months at a time, just venting to my boyfriend and to my friends, and they've all told me, just let it go because you are going to be dragged by her mob of followers and you will get cancelled. And so I've kept quiet. And recently I made a boba tea. We all saw it. We all loved it. And I was so very, 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 very proud of that video. I tweeted about it. I was so excited for it. And then a day later, she made a boba video. And you might say it may be a coincidence. That would be fine if it was a coincidence, except it's a coincidence that happens very often. So is it really a coincidence?
Sit in some rennet before slicing it up. I returned it back to the heat and let the curds up, so I decided to surprise him with an Italian-inspired dinner tonight. I started by making my mozzarella cheese for my tomato and mozzarella salad by warming up some milk, combining it with citric acid and some rennet before slicing it up. I returned it back to the heat and let the curds drain before submerging them in some hot water and stretching them out. Submerging them in some hot water and stretching them out and forming my mozzarella.
Depended on the type of milk that you used. Raw milk will need less vinegar than low pasture. Squeeze out the excess whey from the cheese. Season the cheese with salt up to your own liking. Then drop it into the hot whey for 1 should stretch without breaking. Keep folding until the top is nearly smooth. Put it back in the whey. For the final folding, you want to create a ball with a really smooth top. Pinch the ball at the bottom while rotating. This helps create.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So listen, you guys, earlier on when I saw the story trending, I was like, listen, I want to do a video. I was ready to defend my South African creator because I was like, listen, I'm tired of these American big creators stealing South African creators' work and making it their own because they are bigger, you know. And then I was like, let me do a little bit of research. But I was ready. I was like, bring the fighting gloves and get ready to get into the ring. And then I was doing a little bit of research as to what's going on with these two creators. And then it was like, you know, when they call you and they say, come, Bashai cousin yako, you know, I'm shy your cousin Lapan. And then when you get there, the person that's beating your cousin, it's your other cousin beating the other cousin. Now you don't know who to defend. All you can do is stop the fight. So, you guys, Onezwa is a South African creator. She is mostly on TikTok, but she's also here on YouTube. Very interesting content. She cooks for most of her content. And then she's got that rural area feel in her content. She's like back at home, she's cooking, she's making fire. Ngaphandle, apheke this delicious food. And then on TikTok, and you know the content on TikTok, it's more like short form or short format content. And she will be doing voiceovers. You can also she's also on Instagram. So her content on YouTube is different from her content on TikTok because of the format of the content, but she's still cooking. Okay, amazing content. That is Onezwa, South African. Now, you guys, there is Nara Smith, whom I thought was American creator, and she's also a content creator, you guys. And currently, I say currently, you guys, because that's not the thing that she has always done. If you look at her channel, currently she also cooks, you guys. If you listen to the first video that I played, she does have a South African background. That's why I said, you guys, I felt like, listen, who am I going to defend here? Because it's like, both of them are like my cousins. Whose side am I going to take? So I was like, let me just look at what really the issue is. And Nora is, I think right now she is living in California, but she was born in South Africa, and then her parents moved to Germany with her when she was very young. She actually has family members that live in South Africa. So she has a South African connection, okay? So we can't throw her to the wolves, cousin Loane, she might help us to spy over there in America. You see what I mean? Just joking, you guys. So the issue here is that Onezwa, who obviously is a less popular creator than Nora is, because she is a South African creator, especially if you're on TikTok, you guys, because I always feel like TikTok is just a waste of time for South African creators, because if you're not gonna get paid for the effort of making a video, the owner of the platform is not gonna pay you for making an effort to make a video and post it on their platform. I'm just not going to bother that much with that platform. So anyway, so South Africans are not being paid for views. So you don't post a video and get paid unless you get the brand deals and all of that, and you can advertise for people and all of that, and you can get paid. But TikTok is not gonna pay you to post a video, even if you get 1 million views. Okay, I have videos where I got the 1 million views on TikTok and never got paid because it doesn't happen in South Africa. So Onezwa does these videos where she's cooking, she does voiceovers, and then she apparently noticed that Nara, did I say Nora? Nara Smith also does the same kind of content. I really had to go, you guys, and watch their videos to sort of get what Onezwa might be talking about. But I know the feeling, okay? I know the feeling of knowing that a big creator has stolen your concepts or has stolen something from your channel. It has happened to me, and I have chosen to keep quiet. I'll be watching you and I'll be like, if only I wanted to start something here, because as a smaller creator, you always look like you're just crazy. It's not they're always gonna find a reason. So it's not your idea. How can you? But if it's the other way around, it's another business. Okay, it happens even here in South Africa. We see it. It's like and just go back and appeal. So I watched their videos, you guys, and the cooking videos is Nara. Number one, you guys, she does say herself in that first video that I played that she only started cooking for like the last 2 years. She's not somebody that was like a chef or anything like that. She started cooking in the last 2 years because she was dealing with an issue, and she wanted to make sure, a health issue, and she wanted to make sure that she was eating right. Okay. On the other hand, you guys, Onezwa is like, that is what she does. That is her life. Like all of her content from 5 years ago, she was already cooking. And the voiceovers that she's doing now, she has been doing it for years. Okay. And if you watch their content, you guys, if you watch those voiceovers, especially if you watch a video where they are making the same thing, there's a lot of similarities. Nara even the tone of her voice when she's doing the cooking videos that are similar to Onezwa's videos. She even changes the tone of her voice to sound like Onezwa. Why I'm saying she changes it is because if you watch videos where she's not cooking, she doesn't sound the same. Like that video I played at the beginning. If you listen to that clip at the beginning where she's talking about just her life and the makeup and the modeling, which is what she does, like that's her career. She's been modeling for a while. When she's talking about that, she's not sounding like Onezwa. But when she's doing a cooking video, that's where she sounds like Onezwa. So I was like, okay. So who's taking whose idea? Also, if you look at the videos, especially those that Onezwa is complaining about, where she has made a video and then Nara, a few days later, she'll be making that same video. The videos where Onezwa has posted a video before Nara, there will be a lot of similarities in the way that they do the video. There will be changes here and there, but they will be very similar to a point where I think if I was honest, I would also be bothered by it, you guys. I do feel like even though it's not like she takes Onezwa's video and posts it on a channel, which has happened here on YouTube. Sometimes you just come across your video posted on another channel that you don't even know. Sometimes your thumbnail, they just take your thumbnail and they put it on their channel. Even though that's not what Nara did. But it does feel like she definitely watches Onezwa, and I don't know if you would call it getting the inspiration, because at the end of the day, you guys, like for an example, I'm not the best cook, but ever since YouTube, my cooking has improved. Because if I feel like I want to eat meatballs today, I'm going to go on YouTube and watch one of the creators that cook, and then I'm going to use the ideas from that video. If I decide now that me not being a cook, I'm going to cook the meatballs and then I'm going to take a video and post it on YouTube. Obviously, my video was inspired by that um, video of a creator who is a professional cook, for an example. And do I have to mention that it comes from that? I think the problem is when every video that you do, the other person does it. Every video that you do, the other person does it. As a creator, you guys are spending a lot of time coming up with ideas, shooting the ideas, and also the background that South African creators are not paid as much. So you take my idea and make more money from it. It's going to bother you, okay? Is there a law that says that Nara cannot watch your video and do the same thing that you did on your video? There's nothing like that, you guys, because she's doing the thing, she's cooking herself, and she is, taking the footage of herself doing it. So there's no law or rule that Nara is breaking in cooking the same thing that Onezwa is cooking. Would it be nice for her to maybe mention on her videos to say, listen, I was watching this South African creator, Onezwa, and she did this recipe and I want to try it myself? Of course, it would be nice, because Nara is a more popular creator, and maybe if she mentions Onezwa on her video, maybe Onezwa will end up getting traction as well. However, you guys, it's also a competition thing, because if Nara mentions that all of the recipes that she does on her videos come from Onezwa's videos, then people might not watch her as much. They might just go and watch Onezwa, because it's like, oh, and it's not even your ideas, you're taking them from someone else. Okay, I totally understand Onezwa's frustration. However, I don't feel like it should be to a point where she's quitting content creation, because on the video that she posted, she was saying that she's quitting. I think she's saying that she's quitting TikTok, because those voiceover videos are mostly on TikTok. Here on YouTube, she posts videos where she's just hanging out with her family, that kind of a situation. So as frustrating as it is, I do believe, you guys, that yes, there is something to Nara. Maybe getting an inspiration from Onezwa. I definitely feel like she watches Onezwa, follows Onezwa, and would cook whatever it is that she feels she wants to cook, taking it from Onezwa's videos. Is she breaking any rules? Not really. I don't think so, because she's not taking the content. It's like copying the content. But the whole point, guys, that's another thing. The whole point of you cooking whatever you're cooking on your channel is so that people can watch it and learn how to cook. So then if a person watches a video, they learn how to do the thing, and then they do the thing, but then they take footage of themselves doing the thing. Is that wrong? There's nothing wrong with that. But I do understand her frustration, because it can be frustrating when every time you do something, the person takes the idea. Every time you do something, it takes the idea, especially if it's a bigger creator, because then it always looks like the smaller creator is the one that's copying. Nobody goes back and looks at when was your video posted. They always feel like, because you're going to have lesser views than the bigger creator, it always looks like you are stealing when a bigger creator is stealing. And bigger creators know this. They know very, very well, and they do it on purpose. Anyway, you guys, listen, I hope she doesn't quit content creation. And yeah, into my yeah, Twitter you guys, because there's always going to be two sides. Now the Americans are saying South African, and then the South Africans are saying it's not really about that. Here's the person that needs to speak. Nara can just say, was she inspired by Onezwa or not? Is it really a coincidence? If it's a coincidence, you guys, it's a big coincidence. It's a coincidence that you even change your voice to sound like Onezwa on the videos when you're doing cooking, but your voice sounds different when you're doing something else. We can just be honest and be like, yeah, I'm inspired, and I thought, it looks like it really works when you change your voice and you use this tone of your voice on your videos, and I like the way that she does it, and I thought I would try it myself. Will she ever admit, you guys? I don't know, but these things happen here in the content creation world. So if you come over here and know, you guys, they shall steal your content. They shall post it like it's their own. They will steal your thumbnails. They will steal your clips. They will take all. You will sit and work on a video, and somebody will just be waiting over there to steal it. Other people are stealing it here on YouTube and putting it on TikTok, stealing and putting on it. Every time you post on YouTube, the person takes your video and posts on TikTok like it's their own. Happens all the time. It's unfortunate, but it does. Anyway, you guys, please tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Do you think that Onezwa really is exaggerating from watching the videos, if you've seen any of your videos, or even just the clips that I posted, and you think that it's something that can make her even quit content creation? I don't know, you guys. I guess maybe she's gone through other things that we are not aware of as far as this situation is concerned, because I just didn't feel like it's something that should make her quit content creation, even though I see what she's talking about. I definitely see it, okay? But it's our cousin too, that one, okay? She was born here, so maybe it's just her connection, her connection to South Africa. She was like, I'm gonna cook like South Africans cook, because that's why it's here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before you're gonna share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngine thanda kakhulu.